So this is a fun one. And you know me, I love my box cake and box brownie mixes. So we're actually going to take a box of brownie mix, which I always try and have on hand in my pantry. My kids craving chocolate on the weekend, and you know, not a problem. We've got brownie mix in the pantry, but we're going to take these box brownie mix to a whole new level and do cheesy brownie cheesecake bars that are absolutely fantastic. So if you like brownies and you like cheesecake, you're going to love this recipe, and it's easy breezy. That's the best part. So we're going to start with actually making the brownie mix according to the box direction. And you want to make sure and get the family size brownie mix. So the brownie mix that goes in a 9 by 13 pan. This is going to make a nice big batch. So make sure and check. And whenever I buy brownies, I kind of like take a peek, because you don't want the one in the 8 by 8 pound. You want the 9 by 13. So look for that right on the box where it says family size, bake in a 9 by 13 pan. Okay, so follow the recipe on the back of the brownie mix. This one happens to have eggs, oil, and some water. And I usually just mix brownie mix by hand. And some water. How are you today, Miss Ann?
Gouda.
Are you? Oh, she says Gouda. Very funny. It's all about cheese today. Well, I'm glad you're Gouda. I'm Gouda too. Okay, so we're just going to mix our brownie mix together by hand. This is really easy. But if you have to bring treats to the office or for a bake sale, or you just want to wow everybody with a fun dessert, this one is a winner. Brownies and cheesecake, I mean, come on. Both two of my favorite things, and then you put them together, that's a wow-em dessert. Okay, so our brownie mix is all combined, and I want to do this in a 9 by 13 pan. Spray it really well with your spray, cooking spray, and then get the brownie mix into the bottom of the pan. And this is basically layer number 1. My kids always fight over who gets to lick the brownie batter.
Well, that won't be an issue.
Today, Ann, you get to do it. It's all yours. My oven's preheated to about 350 degrees. Every oven's different, so you know yours better than I do. There you go. Have at it.
Thank you.
Okay, and I just want to make sure that this kind of evenly coats the bottom of the pan, which looks perfect. Now, that's done. That was really easy. This is also easy. This is our cheesecake topping, our batter that's going to go on top of this. So we're going to start out with 1 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. I know cheesecakes can be kind of intimidating when you make them. A lot of ingredients, and they can be expensive. So this is kind of my way of getting that cheesecake taste without spending a bunch of money. So I'm going to beat together my cream cheese. I'm just going to get that going until it starts to get a little bit smooth. Now I'm going to add to that 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Not melted, just softened. All of my pastry chef friends who are experts at making cheesecakes say this is one of the most important steps. Is if you don't take time to get the lumps and bumps out of the cream cheese, you're going to have lumps and bumps actually in your, cheesecake itself. So take the time to do that. Now I've got a tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 egg, mix that up really well. A little bit of vanilla, about a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I've got 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, not the evaporated kind. This is the kind that you use to make fudge with. It's all the thick, gooey kind. I'm just going to scrape the sides of my bowl, make sure all that cream cheese mixture gets down in there. And now I'm going to add our sweetened condensed milk. Stuff looks so good, I just want to eat it out of the can, don't you? It's really sweet. Okay. So now we're going to just beat this together. Let that combine with the cream cheese and the egg and get everything all in there. This is going to take a second or two. I turned it on high because I really want to get the lumps and bumps out of there. Really mix it well. There we go. Okay, perfect. And it's going to be really nice and smooth. So make sure you have it kind of this consistency. All right, now at this point, all we're going to do is pour this right over the top. You don't want to mix it together. This needs to be kind of sitting right on top. So you don't really want to spread it out. There we go. You can just kind of move it about that way. And because we've got all the other ingredients in there, the cornstarch, it's going to, don't worry, it doesn't look like much now, but let me show you what it looks like when it bakes. This takes a little longer than regular brownies to bake. And how long did it bake? About 40 minutes? Okay. So 350, it goes into the oven and bakes, and then here's what it looks like when it comes out. And you can see how you've really got 2 separate layers. I'm not sure if you can see that, but you've got the brownies and then you've got the cheesecake layer right on top. And it just puffs up. It even will crack a little bit like a cheesecake, and that is all good. Now, we're not done yet. We're going to have some fun and decorate the top. At this point, we want to remove this from the oven, let it cool. You can even refrigerate it. And then before serving, before you're ready to slice it into bars, we're going to decorate it up a little bit. I've got some caramel sauce. And this is optional. You could certainly just cut it into bars just like this, serve it maybe with some fresh raspberries or a raspberry sauce. But I thought the very in thing, very much on trend, is that whole salt and sweet with desserts. So like the salted caramel. I know at Starbucks the salted caramel mocha is very, very big. So putting a little bit of sea salt on top of your desserts is just really in right now, and it's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to just take some caramel sauce and just kind of, just as the caramel sundae syrup, and drizzle it over the top, and then maybe take a little chocolate sauce and maybe drizzle it the other way, and then a little bit, just pick this up at Festival, it's not expensive, and just do a little bit, little dab will do you. This is just sea salt right over the top, and then you just basically cut this into bars. And it is absolutely fantastic. You've got the salty and the sweet and the chocolatey bottom of the brownies, and then that wonderful light fluffy cheesecake top. Oh, wow, they're fantastic. Recipes on the website. You can also pick them up at any area Festival Food.